what's up, ecom hackers? I'm here with one of our ecom sales engine students, the lovely Cortne Miller, right? And today we want to talk to you a little bit about what her success journey has looked like since joining the program itself, right? So, Cortne, maybe you can kick things off by telling us a little bit about yourself and your brand.
A little bit about me. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I quit my job about 2018 to do full-time entrepreneurship. And I'm running a children's jewelry store from home. I have creative kids jewelry, and we create an avenue where kids can literally express their uniqueness through all sorts of jewelry, necklaces, earrings, any style, any colors. And yeah, we love it. They literally have, their own just taste and everything. And we try to teach them to make sure that they're not like following traditions, and you don't have to, do what society says, but own your uniqueness.
I love it. I love it. And your jewelry is pretty. I like the designs. I just encourage you guys, if you have kids, especially little girls, I would definitely recommend that you go check her store out. You'll really like some of the designs and just the overall vibe of the brand itself. It's really cool, right? So obviously you've been doing this full time since 2018, but tell us a little bit about what you were struggling with before you joined the program.
Um, I think I had kind of like Googled and YouTube University all I could. I was at a point where I felt I was at a cap. I couldn't go any further. I knew I needed something to help me get to the next level, to start reaching those five-figure months. And I literally prayed. It's funny. I don't even think I told you this yet. But I literally prayed and was like, God, I need you to send me somebody, like send me a mentor. I don't know what to do. And I ended up seeing your Facebook ad. So I started off in the free group. So of course, everybody's just telling you all this free stuff that, most of the time you can Google. But when I got in your group, you were doing like these live videos and everything. So I'm telling my husband, I'm like, he's really giving us free information. And it's good information. So just imagine that we're in the program. So yeah, I set up a call and the rest has been up.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I mean, I'm a man of faith. Um, I didn't realize that, but things work in mysterious ways, they would say, right? But I'm definitely glad that you saw the ad itself, right? So you joined the program maybe June. So
Mhm.
what were your sales in, because we know how July turned out, but what were
Yeah.
your sales in we'll say what, either May or June? Like where were we sitting at around that time if you had to ballpark it?
About four. About four. The way that my business structure is set up, I was kind of trying to get back in the groove of things from my suppliers and vendors literally shutting down for a whole month and a half. And then when I started back trying to run my ads and everything, I just couldn't catch that momentum again. So yeah, we were kind of stuck at about four, actually in May. We probably hit right at about 4,000.
Right. So definitely not where we wanted to be at,
Not
right?
at all.
Now, what made you decide to move forward with my program versus continuing on a path that you were on, or maybe going with someone else?
I think the most thing that kind of won me over was I didn't think like you weren't pushy. It wasn't like you need to like get this now or else. It was literally like, hey, I want to help you. I know that, you have a great brand. I believe in your brand. And I like also that you wouldn't even, you know, accepted me in the program if you didn't feel, that you could help or turn the program around. So that matters a lot because some people just take your money knowing that they can't necessarily help you. But I love that. And I also love that you it's like you like I know you say it's family, but you really feel that when you have your call. Like you literally feel like you want to help. And it's crazy. My husband and I had a conversation because he's the one that works. I'm the one at home. And I'm like, hey, just trust me. I know this gonna work. So when I was talking to him about it, I'm like, hey, I think he cares. Like he really cares about his students. And for me, like that's what matters. Like I spend the money, I don't mind, but I still also want to know that it's more than just the money that you're getting from us, that you really care about our businesses.
Court man giving away all the secrets there, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I do think of that as my superpower. I mean, I think I'm a pretty smart guy, but I actually care about you guys. I care about your success. I care about, helping you turn your vision into reality. Like nothing excites me more because I'm doing okay, right? Money wise, the brand, it's definitely not really about money these days, but seeing what you guys are able to turn your brands into and have things that maybe you were just thinking, oh my God, if only, and then it becomes a reality. And then seeing your reactions, like there's nothing that compares to that for me, right? And that's why I carry myself that way. That's why I talk to you guys the way that I talk to you. And for those of you that, are watching this stream, trying to, I've heard about the e-com sales and why doesn't he promote it? Why doesn't he advertise it? Well, Cortne just told you, right? Like I don't sell to just anybody. I want to make sure that I can actually help you. And in a program like this would be beneficial. There's no one's going to hard sell you anything, right? If we think we can help, we see if something like that makes sense, right? So you ended up doing what was a little over $11,000 in July.
Yes. Well, let me get the number exactly. I have my phone here. So for the month of July, I want to make sure I give you all the exact number too. No, July. Yeah, July we did 11.5.
And that's a,
Mm-hmm.
that's a nice jump. I still remember that message you sent me. You're like, yo, we did almost 5 grand in a week, right?
Yeah, had
That's
never
exciting.
seen that. We were barely getting 5,000 a month. Yeah.
Right? So that's exciting. And then the month after that, you did almost $20,000. We're in September. That was August, right?
Yeah.
So it's June, right? You haven't joined the program yet. You're watching stuff in the group, not that different than folks in the group, even watching a stream like this, watching maybe Sarah's case study or Carol's case study, right? So how does it feel to go from being the one watching a case study like that to actually being featured in a case study like this?
Um, it's surreal. I mean, I think coming in, and I know you talked about mindset as well on our first call, but coming in, you kind of have to make sure that you believe, like what are you expecting? And then believe that you can have that. So now I didn't expect necessarily 18K that fast, but um it's kind of surreal, like I'm really doing it. And then now if I can do 18, I can do 28. If I can do 28, I can do 50. Like it kind of like just gives me a different mindset now. So now new levels basically.
Right? Setting new floors and understanding once you know where you can get to, your floor is automatically higher. Like we can't go back to those days where we were before, right? It's not going to feel right. Like you'll be pulling out your hair. It won't be safe for your husband if you have another month at 4 grand.
Right.
Flames will be coming out of here, and that's the whole point. And just imagine where you'll be this time next year if 15 20s that where the we can establish a floor there,
Oh yeah.
right?
That's the plan.
That's the beauty of being in control of your growth and just some of the different shifts that you've been able to make over time. And now you can even see like, okay, like I have these different things going on. I can see how this is doing. I can see how that is doing. And it's about changing your perspective, right? So what would you say is your favorite part about the Ecom Sales Engine program?
Ooh. Um, I would say the cause, because I've been in a mentorship program before, and a lot of times the mentorship program is like a group session, and it's not necessarily like they literally break down everything for you. It's basically like it's grant on a grand scam. So like everybody has different problems in their business. So you can't just talk to me about one thing So I love that when we're on the calls, you're able to literally break down everything, like whatever it is we're dealing with. If we submit it, you break it down and over and beyond that. So I think for me, it's the fact that you have access. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, I can contact you. I mean, of course, not late, but whatever it is going on with the business and you get back with us. So I love that a lot. That you're accessible. I'll say that that's the most important part for me. Accessibility.
My superpower is I care, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, let's say there's someone watching this right now, right? They're thinking about joining the e-com sales engine program, but maybe they're on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who's, been through the program itself, what would you say to someone that's on the fence?
Just go for it. I always say, I don't like to say what's the worst thing that could happen, but what's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, I don't live with regrets. And you would rather look up and say, hey, at least I tried and it didn't work, or it did work, instead of I should have did that, in 30 days and 100 days and a year from now, and you're still like regretting that you didn't take the chance. Take the risk or lose the chance. It's one of my favorite quotes. And you have to weigh what's risky to you. What's the risk and what's the chance? And go for it. Bet on yourself every time.
Bet on yourself, man. I'm gonna get that tattooed. I mean, that's the biggest thing,
Yeah.
right? Entrepreneurship isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
Some of us need to have those day jobs. Some of us need to have those careers. Some of us need to have that safety net, that security blanket, right? But if you know deep down, like you're not really wired for that, that feeling is never going to go away,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Like you got to do what it takes to get yourself there, whether that's working with someone like me, whether it's working with someone like whatever, it doesn't make a difference. Like Cortne said, like you said, you bet on yourself and you shoot your shot.
Yeah.
And you miss every shot that you don't take.
Right.
So you want to hear something really cool, Cortne?
What?
I can guarantee you that there is someone that is watching this video or that's going to watch this stream right here the same way that you were watching a case study video like this a couple months ago. And they're going to be hearing you talk about doing 11K, 18K, and your mentality and all this stuff. And they're going to be thinking to themselves, man, if only I could do that. And then they're going to do it. And we're going to do this whole dance again.
Oh, yeah.
So
you got to bet on yourself. You got to believe that you can have it. That's it.
There's someone that your words are impacting right now. And we appreciate you, hopping on and sharing your truth with us, right? For those of you with little girls, I am telling you, go check out her store. That stuff is fire. I love the way you position it. What's the link to your store again, Cortne?
CreativeKidsJewelry.com.
CreativeKidsJewelry.com. There you go, baby. Okay, well, we appreciate you, sharing your truth with us. And again, for those of you that, have questions about the e-com sales engine program, again, just reach out to me and we'll see, if it's going to be a good fit and talk about what the next steps might look like. All right. Okay. Thanks again for joining us today, Court.
Bye.